So you might make a big batch of mashed potatoes to go with that steak or some French fries to go with that burger, but how about making onion rings instead? When they're great, they're sublime, really seasoned, super tasty, and very crunchy. But they can be a little bit of a hassle, and Christy's here. She's going to show us how to make onion rings that are worth the work.
You're right. Onion rings can be a real challenge to make at home.
Right.
You've got lots of bowls. You've got dirty dishes.
Right.
You have hot oil, and you've got a lot of cleanup.
Sure.
And if they're good, that's one thing, but results are often 50-50.
Right.
So these extra crunchy onion rings we're making today are going to be worth the ordeal and actually a little easier on the cleanup. To start our coating, I have 4 cups of all-purpose flour,
Okay.
which is a great start, but we also found that adding half a cup of cornstarch and 2 tablespoons of baking powder gave us a coating with extra crunch and extra lift. But we need great flavor too.
Sure.
So this is kind of a blank, not so tasty canvas right now. We're gonna change that with 2 tablespoons of Lowry's seasoned salt.
Ah.
It's lots of different spices and salt, and so it's gonna make some really great flavor without pulling out the whole spice rack.
Great.
I also have 2 teaspoons of just plain old pepper and half a teaspoon of salt.
Okay.
All right, so I'm just gonna give this a little whisk to make sure everything's mixed together. Now, to make sure that we get onion rings that are fully coated all around, inside, outside, all the nooks and crannies, we're gonna kick this old school. I have a double paper bag,
Okay.
because we're gonna do all of our shaking in the bag instead of getting the whole countertop messed up. So if you hold this,
Yep, will do.
I will transfer my flour mixture. Set that aside for now, and we can focus on onions. Now, these are massive onions.
Big onion.
But we want to have nice big rings, and to get nice big rings, you need big onions. These are about 1 pound each.
Okay.
So I always like to look at my ruler and kind of remind myself, how big is half an inch? Because I think we lose sight of that. So here we go. I'll try to keep these as even as possible. I said we want nice big onions. So if we have any onions that are smaller than 2 inches in diameter, any rings, we're gonna get rid of those. We'll save them, we can use them for something else, but they're just not gonna work very well to fry and coat. They'll probably burn.
Right.
So we can get rid of those, and we'll separate the rings.
Okay.
All right, we will save those for another life.
All right.
Okay, the onions are all set. Now we're ready for our method. This takes a couple steps, and I like to remember it in terms of 3s. So I have 4 cups of buttermilk here. So we're gonna start with 1/3 of the onions into our buttermilk bath and swoosh them around and get them good and coated. And then I'll take them and let some of the excess liquid drip off, and then they'll go right into the bag. All right, and the final 1/3. And now I'm just gonna shake it a lot.
Shake and bake.
Yeah. All right, so I'm shaking off the excess, trying to keep it in the bag and not all over the counter. And then we'll just spread them out on this rimmed baking sheet for now. Now, the second phase. We're going back into the buttermilk.
Okay.
In 3rds again, and then we're going back into the flour mixture
Gotcha.
for a second dunking of each.
Second dunking it.
Yes.
Okay.
So I don't want to overcrowd, but I'll do another 1/3. It builds up the crust. It's going to get a little craggy. Thank you. I'm going to do another 1/3. You can feel the coating getting thicker and stickier. Now we're really going to give it a good shake.
All right, this is the test of the double bag.
Yes. Fingers crossed.
I like how she's doing it towards me. Great.
Sorry. And this time, we're not fishing out the onions. Everything is going back onto this tray. We're battered.
Look at that.
These are craggy onions. They're getting cozy in here. Well, we don't want them cozy, we want them separate. So I'll clean up, and then we're gonna get ready to fry.
Want more new recipes and stories from Cook's Country?
Then sign up for our Cook's Country email newsletter. It's free.
Our newsletter takes you behind the scenes with the people and the recipes changing the way America cooks.
Plus, you'll also get a sneak peek of upcoming recipes from the magazine, beloved recipes from previous seasons, and so much more.
Just scan the QR code or visit cookscountry.com to sign up and start getting your free email newsletter today.
Bridget, I've been heating 3 quarts of peanut oil in this Dutch oven over medium-high heat, getting it to 375 degrees. And 3 quarts is what we needed to get about a 2-inch depth of oil so that we could do all of these onion rings. But while that's coming up to temperature, I'm gonna put together the quickest sauce. I have half a cup of mayonnaise, and I'm adding 2 tablespoons of prepared horseradish, 2 tablespoons of Dijon mustard, and then a 1/4 teaspoon of cayenne and a 1/4 teaspoon of pepper.
Little spice, little tang.
And speaking of little, I have this little bowl. I got a little whisk.
I love it. I thought we like doubled in size.
The oil's nice and hot. We're at 375. So once again, we're thinking in terms of thirds. I'll take 1/3 of my onions and we'll add these very delicately to the oil. And I'm not going to do anything to them for the first 30 to 60 seconds because we want that coating to kind of set.
Right.
All right, we're a little over 30 seconds. So now I'm going to go in and just carefully give it a stir, flip some of those onions on the top over. I want to keep an eye on my oil temperature. You want to keep it between 325 and 375. Look at these. So now we just want to let these go another 3 to 5 minutes. We're looking for a dark golden brown color.
Okay.
I'm all ready to go. I have my rimmed baking sheet with a triple layer of paper towels ready to receive my hot onion rings. And we are nigh on 3 minutes, and these are looking really, really nice. Look at that.
That's gorgeous.
Really, really pretty.
Looks like an art piece. Those are magnificent.
We want to keep these nice and hot, so while the oil's coming back up to temperature for the next batch, I'm going to put these in a low oven, 200 degrees, middle rack, just to keep them warm.
Great. What?
And they're nice and hot too. They just come out of the oven.
Look how beautiful those are. I mean, come on.
Can I serve you some sauce?
Oh, please. Yes.
Little dollop.
Thank you. I have a feeling I'll be coming back to that sauce. I'm going to go for a few here. And one more. Oh, I'm going right in there. I got to topple it.
All right. Oh boy.
Look at that.
I know.
That beautiful, crunchy, craggy coating. That's a good sound.
And the onions are well cooked too.
Oh my goodness.
Because, you know, you could take a bite out of the onion, not just suck the whole thing out.
It's true. There's no onion pulling.
We hope you enjoyed this video and tune in for more.
Hit those like and subscribe buttons so you never miss a single one.
And if you're ready to take your cooking to the next level, try our digital all-access membership, where you can stream every season of Cook's Country anytime, anywhere, and always ad-free.
Plus, you'll gain unlimited access to all of America's Test Kitchen fail-proof recipes, unbiased reviews, fresh episodes, exclusive offers, and more.
Just scan the QR code or head over to cookscountry.com to sign up for a free trial. And while you're there, sign up for our free newsletter and download our app.
And let's make something great together.